Imagine wielding influence so subtle that others follow without knowing why. Power lies in the unseen. Welcome back to Whispers of Wisdom, your sanctuary for audiobooks that unravel life's deepest mysteries. In part one of The Psychology of Secrets and Manipulation, by Dr. Elena Voss, we uncovered the power of secrets, the science of manipulation, and the art of reading unspoken cues. Now in part two, we're diving deeper into mastering influence, controlling perceptions, and building psychological dominance over the next few minutes. Guided by Voss's decades of research into human behavior, you'll learn advanced tactics to shape minds, defend against manipulation, and secure your place in any power dynamic. This extended journey includes a challenge of the week, wisdom nuggets, and more to sharpen your skills. So grab a notebook, immerse yourself in the shadows of the psyche, and let's elevate your mastery of the mind. Stay with me. This is where your influence truly begins to soar. Welcome back to The Psychology of Secrets and Manipulation by Dr. Elena Voss, where we're peeling back more layers of the human mind to master influence and control. In part one, we explored the foundational power of secrets, the mechanics of manipulation, and reading nonverbal cues. Now, in part two, spanning chapters 4 through 8, we'll delve into advanced psychological strategies, shaping perceptions, exploiting weaknesses, building authority, countering manipulation, and sustaining power. Let's immerse ourselves in this extended exploration. Chapter 4, Shaping Perceptions with Subtle Influence. Voss introduces the art of shaping how others see you, a tactic rooted in social psychology. She recounts how cult leaders like Jim Jones crafted charismatic personas to sway followers, using consistent messaging and symbolic gestures. Perception, she argues, is reality. Control it, and you control the narrative. This involves projecting confidence, using selective stories, and aligning with others' values. For example, a leader might share a humble success story to appear relatable yet powerful. Voss suggests practicing a power pose, standing tall with hands on hips for 2 minutes, to boost your presence before interactions. The impact: people perceive you as authoritative, bending to your suggestions. She warns against overacting. Subtlety is key to avoid suspicion. Consider a scenario. You're negotiating a raise. Share a modest win, stand confidently, and watch your boss lean in. The lesson? Perception is a tool. Wield it with care. Try observing someone's reaction to your posture today. Ask yourself, how do I want to be seen and how can I shape that view? Chapter 5, Exploiting Psychological Weaknesses. Voss dives into exploiting human vulnerabilities, fear, ego, and need for approval. She cites how con artists like Victor Lustig sold the Eiffel Tower by preying on greed, promising exclusivity. Weaknesses are universal. People fear loss, crave validation, or rush under pressure. Manipulation thrives here. She outlines tactics like scarcity, this offer ends soon, or flattery, you're the only one I trust, which trigger emotional responses. For instance, praising a colleague's insight before asking a favor can lower their guard. Voss advises studying your target, notice what they value or fear, and tailor your approach. The risk: overuse can breed resentment if detected. Imagine a friend who loves praise. Compliment their taste, then suggest a favor. The lesson? Weaknesses are levers. Use them ethically. Practice identifying one weakness in someone today, like a need for recognition. Ask yourself, how can I address this without harm? Chapter 6, Building Unshakable Authority. Voss explores how to establish dominance through authority. She references how historical figures like Cleopatra used grandeur, lavish gifts and titles, to command respect. Authority isn't demanded, it's projected through consistency, expertise, and presence. People follow those who seem in control. She suggests mastering a skill to gain credibility, e.g., public speaking or a niche topic, and displaying it subtly, like offering unsolicited advice that proves useful. For example, a teacher who solves problems effortlessly gains students' trust. Voss emphasized a repetition. Regularly reinforce your expertise to solidify your status. The challenge? Maintain authenticity to avoid seeming arrogant. Try teaching a friend something you know well this week, noting their response. The lesson? Authority grows with demonstrated value. Ask yourself, what skill can I showcase to lead? Chapter 7. Defending against manipulation. Voss shifts to self-protection, teaching how to spot and counter manipulation. She describes how cult members were freed by recognizing repetitive guilt trips, a tactic Voss calls emotional anchoring. Awareness is your shield. Recognize patterns like excessive flattery or urgency as red flags. She advises pausing before decisions, questioning motives, and setting boundaries. For instance, if someone pushes you with act now, ask for time to think. Voss also suggests reversing tactics. Mirror their flattery to disarm them. The key? Stay vigilant without paranoia. Imagine a salesperson rushing you. Pause and ask, why the hurry? The lesson? Defense strengthens your power. Practice spotting one manipulative cue today. Like a pushy tone, ask yourself, am I being influenced? Chapter 8. Sustaining power through psychological dominance. Voss concludes part 2 with sustaining power long-term. She cites how mafia bosses like Al Capone maintain control with a mix of fear and loyalty, rewarding allies while intimidating rivals. Dominance requires balance. Consistency in rewards and punishment keeps others aligned. She recommends building a network of dependents, people who rely on your favor, and reinforcing it with occasional gestures, like a public thank you or a private warning. For example, a manager might praise a team publicly, but correct privately. Voss warns against over-reliance on fear, which can backfire. The lesson? Dominance is a dance. Lead with finesse. Try thanking someone for a small help this week and note their loyalty. The lesson? Sustained influence needs care. Ask yourself, how can I balance reward and control? Stay tuned for part 3 where we'll explore ethical boundaries. Now, let's get practical with our challenge of the week. This week, I challenge you to master influence and defense. Here's how. Spend 10 minutes shaping a perception. Use a power pose and a humble story with someone. Then practice defending against manipulation by pausing and questioning one pushy request, like a sales pitch. Reflect on both experiences. Why this challenge? Voss says active practice builds mastery. This extended task sharpens your skills. Share your journey in the comments. What perception did you shape, and how did you defend? I'll reply to my favorites. Let's dominate the mind game together. Welcome to our Wisdom Nuggets segment, where we share profound insights from the psychology of secrets and manipulation to fuel your influence. Here are 3 powerful quotes from part 2. Perception is the reality you create. Takeaway. Craft your image wisely. Weaknesses are levers of power. Takeaway. Use them with precision. Authority grows from consistent value. Takeaway. Lead by example. That's a wrap on this extended part 2 of The Psychology of Secrets and Manipulation by Dr. Elena Voss, right here on Whispers of Wisdom. You've just immersed yourself in shaping perceptions, exploiting weaknesses, building authority, defending against manipulation, and sustaining dominance. Over 50 minutes of mind mastery. Isn't it exhilarating to wield such power? I want to hear from you. What tactic will you master this week? Drop it in the comments. I'll reply to my favorites with personalized insights. If this deep dive transformed your understanding, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications for part 3, where we'll explore ethics and long-term impact. Share this with a friend who craves influence, and follow Whispers of Wisdom on X and Instagram for daily psychological gems. Keep unlocking the mind and keep whispering wisdom to your soul. Until next time, stay in control.